What is up, guys? It's Slay here, and welcome back to another World of Warships Legends gameplay. And today we are back in the Tier 7 Russian premium battleship, the Lenin. And if you haven't been aware, this is perhaps one of my favorite Russian ships so far. I mean, the Lenin is, I wouldn't really consider it OP. I mean, it does have 3 guns, consistent 406mm guns on its bow, but pretty much the Lenin plays sort of like the John Bart in terms of its weak turrets that could be knocked out pretty easily. On top of that, once you take the guns off his bow, the Lenin pretty much becomes a torpedo ship, literally using itself as a torpedo to ram. But today we actually have another Kraken video, and I think this is my third Kraken video with the Lenin, or second, that I have posted, but it just shows that the Lenin is a Kraken machine. I have no issues playing the Lenin, and I know that many people probably say the Lenin is one of the easier ships to play, but keep in mind that the Lenin actually has, well, when given the broadside, the Lenin can easily be citadeled and sent back to port. And like I mentioned, there is weakness to the Lenin. Turrets can get knocked out and broadside Citadel. So the thing about bow tanking and shooting is you don't want to fall into that crossfire from where I'm looking at C, because it's going to cause you to get Citadeled from the C side, or I could easily get Citadeled by the A side. So I gotta be very careful how I angle myself. Now before we go into this match, let's show our commanders and inspirations on the left or right side of the screen. Yep, that's what we're running. It's the same as the other Kraken video that I have posted, so keep in mind nothing has changed and I have kept it the same. Now, I do have a 15.3 kilometer shooting distance here because, well, I'm not running the other commander that has a longer distance, and I'm also running that skill that gives me a shorter distance, but I believe it takes the fire chance or so. Reload? I believe it's a reload. I'm gonna have to double check, but we're gonna send this salvo out to Bismarck and we're gonna punch him for 11,000 right there with that 3 turrets salvo, 406mm guns. We are in a division game. This is actually going to be my first division Kraken video with 2 other players. We are going to, well, I don't want to spoil it much, but our division mate is actually going to help us get this Kraken at the end. But you know, right there we do punch the Bismarck for 7,000 damage. Now we do have 2 cruisers behind that island focusing our Massachusetts there, so I'm gonna try to push forward and try to force them to do an error. But I believe it's the Baltimore and the Albemarle that are behind that island, and I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good strategy, especially since the Baltimore cannot bounce 16-inch guns from the Massachusetts and the Lenin here. So not a bad idea for the Baltimore and the Albemarle. Albemarle, you already know, easily gets Citadel, pretty much anything in the game. This Bismarck over here is shooting out our destroyer, and I believe our destroyer goes down. There it is. Kagero is trying to torp us. We do manage to, I believe, take out one of the Bismarck's gun. I don't know if it was for a short time or actually we broke it, but Bismarck is damage controlling his fire. We're not gonna damage control our fires yet. No need for that. I believe we get our second kill of the game here on that ball for Bismarck. Kagero, well, Kagero got stuck here, and poor him. Unfortunately enough for him, we are going to get our 3rd kill on the Kagero here with the AP salvo. Right about there. You punch him for 6,000 damage there. Not bad. We're going to actually turn left. I kind of expect torps coming this way. So we're going to try to slow down and angle ourselves a little bit to the left. I also want to make sure I don't get slowed from the seaside. I believe it's the seaside. Over there. There's the Kagero torpedoes we're going to avoid. I believe it's a Colorado and a Mutsu. A tier 5 Mutsu in a tier 7 game, that's not really going to go well for him. But yeah, I mean, Lenin. It's a pretty, I wouldn't say high skilled ship to use. Definitely got to be careful with those angles. I believe the Mutsu here gets finished by our division mate here. Wichita gets shredded down by the Baltimore, and we still have that Baltimore Albemarle behind this island. Massachusetts pushing forward with me. We still have this Colorado as well. We're gonna try to sink them, but unfortunately I believe I aimed a little too low. I don't think we got that much of a damage. Yeah, 2,000 damage there, almost 2,000. Albemarle and the Baltimore. Right here on my right, we are radared. They still have one more destroyer left, and I believe that is the Albemarle's torpedoes. And I'm trying to see if they would pop out from the other side. Albemarle takes our Massachusetts, and I'm here for vengeance because, well, that was one of my dev mates there. So we have vengeance on our mind, and it's not gonna be pretty for them. No, I was trying to force them to make a mistake. Unfortunately, it seems like they're gonna stay behind the island. The mass here decides to pop out and shoot at us. And I immediately knew that he was sending torps my way. So I went full sent forward, and voila, there's the torpedoes he was trying to sink me with. We do punch him for, I believe, 5,000 damage. Albemarle and the Bismarck are still here. I'm worried about the Albemarle's torpedoes. They are pretty hard-hitting torpedoes for a British tier 7 heavy cruiser. No, I'm still waiting for my plane to be loaded. Our div mate takes down the Colorado here. Nizino takes out the Albemarle. I got no worries about the torpedoes since the Baltimore doesn't have torpedoes. We are going to push forward. And there goes the other side sets of the Albemarle's torpedoes. Baltimore pops out, and with that amazing AP is going to hit us pretty hard in our Citadel. He doesn't get a Citadel, but our broadside gets hit there. We're going to actually return fire, and yeah, foul tanking a Lenin is not a good idea, as we punch the heck out of the Baltimore and push forward. Now we are detected by that mass, and as you can see, there's no way I'm going to spot the mass with a battleship, and this is going to be a very, very long game. I apologize for that. I believe the mass is trying to go around me. So the islands in front of me, he is most likely around that. Now we are going to get information from our dev mate here, and he said the destroyer is pointing the direction of his nose because he has twist and track on his cruiser. So what we're going to be doing is tracking this destroyer based on what information he's giving me. Now he said the mass was going this way. Now he is turning a hard left, so we are preparing to turn this hard left. Now he's giving me more information of where this mass might have gone. Now you gotta remember the mass is going to not want to well, first of all, a destroyer. It doesn't want to get sunk as soon as possible, knowing that he has no other option. We have 3 caps. Game's pretty much over. The mass is going to pretty much play it out and see nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's no point in actually kiting away. The game is pretty much over. I guess he just doesn't want to give me the Kraken or get sunk. Either one. But we're going to get hit by these torps, and now we know where he's heading. He's actually going to the left side. He does hit us with 20,000 damage there. We're going to pop our heal. And we're going to dodge his second set of torpedoes here. So at this point, we know where this mass is going. We're just gonna need to be patiently waiting for the mass to either do a mistake or wait enough for our devmate to actually pop his radar and see if we could pick him up with that Russian radar. Now I do have HE loaded just in case. Do pop the plane up, see if it gets spotted by the plane. We are still spotted. Now I'm clearly looking at the direction that my devmate's nose is pointed at. It's telling me that the mass is over by my left. So we're gonna try to keep our guns there. You get spotted by the Russian radar there. And we're trying to hold our shot to see if he turns right. And somehow I shot this pretty early. You're gonna see me shoot pretty early there. And somehow he turns just right in time for us to get the Kraken. And that is game. Oh, that was a really good game. That was really lucky shot at the end. I kind of shot a little early. Didn't think the ship was going to turn right. But fortunately, we somehow got really lucky there. Now for the scoreboard, we do 106,707 damage. 5 destroyed ships, top of the leaderboard with 2,817 XP. Our devmates did it for a pretty good game. We all got top 3, which is really good. Le Terrible didn't have a really good game, which is alright. We did get 1 fire, 57 targets hit, 461,582 credits. Pretty good, not bad. We did get our Confederate medal and our Kraken medal. But anyways guys, if you enjoyed that video, leave a like and I'll see you guys on the next one.